Okay, we were discussing about the level of oxygen present on the surface of Earth and above atmosphere. Okay, so we drifted a little bit from our syllabus, but that's fine. We will discuss this first and come back to what we were talking about light. So I was telling that this pressure depends upon Karthik asked question that if there is pressure below a palm of below the sole of leg. So like I told you that if any surface that is attached to some other surface, then it won't have any space present in between them. So if there is no space, then the air won't be able to apply any pressure. Same is the case for the sole of our leg. When we walk, then the almost all surface of this sole is attached to the keep attached to the surface. So if it is like there is no space present between the sole of leg and the surface, which is surface of a floor, then the air won't be able to apply any pressure, right? So did you get your answer, Karthik?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we were talking about pressure. So how pressure increases with depth. Okay. So, like I've told you that the pressure on B will be more than pressure on A. Does anyone have any doubt regarding this? So, if anyone has doubt, I will explain it again and with some different example. If anyone does not have a doubt, so we will proceed. So, tell me if anyone has any doubt. Do you all understood that how
Yes.
pressure on B is more than pressure A?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. Others reply.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine. So similarly, if we talk in respect of like air, let's say this is some air particle present on this side and some air particle present on above. So which, let's say this is particle A, this particle B. So which air particle will feel more pressure, A or B?
B.
B. How? Because there are many particles present on atmosphere, and due to gravity, these all particles are pulled towards the center of Earth. Okay, so as Earth has gravitational force, so Earth will attract all these particles towards its core. Okay, so all these are attracted. All these are attracted. So if all these are attracted, similarly, if there are many particles present, whole as we know that this whole atmosphere is covered with particles, right? So all are attracted, then this B particle, there is very much force put due to the particles present above it. But if we say in case of A, there are very less particles present. Okay, so this space, so very less particles are present. But in case of B, there are these number of particles present, which will apply pressure on B. Okay, so if we talk about air right now on the surface, we are easily able to breathe. How? Because there is high pressure. Due to high pressure, the oxygen is confined to the surface. But as we go to the mountains, so mountain like Mount Everest has height of something 8,000 meter from surface. Okay, Mount Everest has 8,800 something, I think. So around 9, let's assume it has a height of around 900 meter. Height of Mount Everest.
That's 800, 850.
800, 850. So why I am taking Mount Everest? Do you know what is which mountain has high this maximum height?
Peak. Mount Everest, sir.
Yes. So Mount Everest has highest peak in the world. So this mountain has highest peak. Okay, and do you know where it is situated?
Nepal.
In Nepal. Good. So this mountain is situated in Nepal, and this mountain has highest peak in the world. And we have highest peak in India also. Do you know what it is? I think it
It is
is
Kanchenjunga.
Kanchenjunga. Good, good. It is Kanchenjunga. It awesome. Kanchenjunga, right? And it is situated in Sikkim, right? It is in Sikkim, I think. It is in Sikkim. Okay, great. So highest peak in India is Kanchenjunga, and it is in Sikkim. Okay, so we were talking about Mount Everest. So Mount Everest, as we go to the peak of Mount Everest, so we are 8,850 meter above the surface of Earth. So as we go above, so what will happen? Will the pressure due to atmosphere decreases or increases?
Decreases
It decreases. How?
because the air
Like
becomes thinner and lighter.
a
So there
yes,
are less air molecules, so the pressure would apply it.
decrease. Okay, like we talked about in this case as A and B. So say as we are going above, as we are going B to A, which is A point is above A point is above B at some height. So as we go some height from the surface, the pressure decreases. So similar is the case in Mount Everest. So as we go to the peak of Mount Everest, the pressure due to atmosphere decreases. So if this pressure decreases, then how the air, the oxygen present in air, what will happen? This oxygen
Decrease.
will disperse. Okay, okay, like surface. Assume the surface, the around surface, there is high pressure. So due to high pressure, all of the oxygen is concentrated in this space. Okay, around surface. But as you go above, as there is low pressure, so if there is low pressure, then the oxygen will disperse. Okay, it will move far, or we can say the concentration of oxygen decreases. So if there is less oxygen present in height the at high altitudes, then you won't be able to like breathe normally. You will face some problem in breathing. Okay, so that's why if we move above, if we move at high altitudes from the surface of Earth, people will observe breathing problems. So everyone understood this thing? Any doubt?
Yes, sir. I understood it.
Others? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Before this thing, what we were talking about?
So about light.
About light, yes. And we were okay. So I was initially I was telling about the
The particle.
concept, how
But
we are
gravity
able
is
to
light. Light is energy. It doesn't. It is not made of matter. So
it does
gravity
not matter.
is light.
Yes, yes. So I was telling about how we see different color of sun. Assume this is Earth. Okay, and this is atmosphere, and this is sun present at overhead. At what time of day the sun present at overhead? At
Afternoon.
what time?
Afternoon. 12 noon.
Okay, around 12 p.m. So like some of you only replied regarding this the breathing problem which I have explained. So I have assumed that every one of you understood. If anyone has any doubt, you can turn on your mic and you can like tell me to explain it again. Okay, so I will try to explain it again some other way. Fine. So if you have any doubt, you can ask. So we are talking about how there is change in color. So the at 12 of noon, okay, around 12 p.m. Around 12 p.m. we observe that the sun, which is at the head, at above our head. So all of the rays come directly to Earth. Okay, so all rays come directly to Earth. So first tell me that, as you have, like I have asked earlier, that sunlight is sunlight is of white color. Okay, every one of you answered it correctly. What at how many colors this, like tell me that this white light,
Seven.
uh,
7.
Spectrum.
7. Okay, okay, let me rephrase this question again, that uh with the help of how many colors this white light is made up of?
7.
Seven
Seven.
colors.
7.
It is made up of 7 colors, which starts with Vibgyor, which is VIB.
Vibgyor.
So it is violet.
Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red.
Yes, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. So this white light is made up of 7 colors, which is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. So when this sunlight comes to the surface of Earth, what happens is that this blue color, there is variation of wavelength in this direction. Okay, so
So
how it
wavelength is highest in red, right?
red, yes, so wavelength is highest
And least frequency.
in red, highest wavelength, and lowest frequency. How? Because wavelength and frequency are related by the formula V equal to lambda f. So if anyone of you haven't heard about this formula, then don't worry. You will come up with this formula later.
So
So
frequency is new, right?
frequency is mu. We sometimes represent is mu, and we sometimes represent is f. Okay,
So it's inversely proportional.
inversely proportional. So have you encountered this formula before, or have you heard apart from this class?
Okay.
Do everyone know this formula?
I don't know.
No.
I don't
Okay,
know,
fine.
sir.
Don't
But
worry,
if
don't
it's
worry.
easy, can you explain it, sir? If it doesn't.
Don't worry. There is very much, like there are many things which you don't know right now. Okay, even I don't know right now. After I complete MSc, MSc is for 2 years, like 10th to 12th. Okay, don't worry.
10 to
So what's
12.
the full form?
This is first class to 12th class. Okay, how many years these are? 12 years. Okay, then I did BSc. BSc is 3 years.
EC in what, sir?
BSc in physics honors.
Okay.
Physics honors. Then MSc. MSc stands for Masters in Science. BSc stands for Bachelors in Science. Okay, so
So
MSc of
what's C? What's C in MSc?
Science. SCIENCE. So we take SC as Science. Okay, and
Okay.
similarly this Bachelors of Science and Masters in Science. So how many years these are? If I total this, sum these up, so there are 12 plus 3 plus 2, then 17 years. So these are 17 years. So I am studying for 17 years. Then there are some people who study PhD. So normally PhD is done in 7 years. Okay, and there after PhD there is postdoc.
So what's full form of PhD?
PhD is philosophy in doctorate. I think this is it. Philosophy in doctorate. Let me see, so that you don't get the wrong meaning of this.
It's doctor in philosophy.
Yes, doctorate in philosophy. Okay, so anyone who pursue much higher studies in some core subject, that person do PhD. That is full research in particular topic. So let's say you are talking about X-rays. Okay, I've told you that X-ray is kind of electromagnetic ray. So if someone picks X-ray as his core subject, his core topic of interest, then that person will do 7 years of research on that particular X-ray. Okay, so that
Only on
kind
that,
of
sir. Only on that.
yes. Sriram, your mic is on.
Only on that thing, sir.
Only on that thing. Yes, only on that thing. So that person will do all his 7 year work. So can you
So he'll
assume
get doctorate in X-rays.
yes, he will get doctorate in X-ray.
Sir,
So 7, yes,
so what the person researches about PhD about the subject, is it already researched and already known about, or does he
everything
take a
is
new thing?
already researched. Okay,
Okay,
so there is always something new you get to know.
okay,
Okay, so like earlier before Newton, do you know about Newton?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Chemistry.
so before Newton, no one knew about gravity. Okay, so then Newton came. Newton told us about gravity. Okay, so then there is who founded this atoms. Do you know about his name? It is John Dalton, I think. Yes, Manasvi, who
So
discovered
it's
atom?
Dalton, right?
Yes. Mm, yes, John Dalton. Okay, so atom in this is discovered by John Dalton. So before Dalton discovered this thing, no one knew that what is atom. But after he discovered, we get to know that what is atom. So similarly, there is uh, always something which we can research. We get to know about new things. Similarly, is the case of like if someone is doing his postdoc. Okay, someone is doing his doctorate in philosophy of X-rays, then X-rays is already there is much work done in X-ray, but there is always something new we get to know about X-ray. There are many experiments and many things which are done on X-ray. Okay, so if I was talking about that year of work, if someone is doing 7 years of PhD, 2 years of postdoc, okay, and let's say he's doing 5 years of other research, then how many years how if I total this number of years, then what is this? 24 and 7, it is
31.
31 years. So some person, many person like study for 31 years to get to know about uh, like if I say this person did his postdoc also in X-ray. Okay, so this person did 31 years of studying to just to know about X-ray and some basic stuffs up to bachelor's of science. Okay, so bachelor's of or until bachelor's of science, some people like everyone learn about maths, chemistry, physics. Okay, but after MSc and during MSc, he studied only physics and only X-ray. So 31 years of studying leads to this X-ray. So no one has all knowledge present in our surrounding. In like we in no one has all of the knowledge present on Earth and beyond Earth. So someone is taking 31 years just to study X-rays and his core depth. So you are little kids. You should not like jump on new things. Yes, it is very good on curiosity. I don't say that it is bad to know new stuff, but like confine only to those part which are related to what you have learned until now, okay, and related to that stuff.
So
And
if we discover something new, what will happen? Where can that be used?
it can be used everywhere. Like say, let's
Or
say
if we
X-ray.
discover something in X-ray, what can we
Yes,
do?
let's say you are living in 1800. You go to you go to don't worry, you go to 2019. So what happened in 2019? There was COVID, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So COVID came. No one have ever encountered something like this COVID. Okay. So no one knew that how to cure if some person suffers from COVID. So no one knew how to how to treat that person so that he can be healthy again. No one knew. So it took how many years? It is around 2021 that some scientist came up with a vaccine that is able to cure COVID. Okay, that can prevent people from getting this disease. Okay, so this what this scientist will did. So what this scientist did, he discovered a vaccine. Okay, so because of this scientist who discovered this vaccine, people are able to walk freely nowadays. Okay, if this scientist haven't discovered this vaccine, then we would be still living, we would be still confined in one room or in your home, and you would not be able to go out. So this discovery, because of this discovery of this person, we are able to walk freely without any fear of encountering COVID, right? So many things which are discovered by some person are used for other, like X-ray. It was until 1800 or 1900, I think, some person discovered X-ray, and he did experiment. He used this X-ray in medical stuff. Okay, before that time, no one knew that X-ray could be used to in medical. But after that person discovered that X-ray can be used in medical, then only people started using X-ray in medical. So how X-ray used in hospitals? So what X-ray did do? X-ray, when X-ray is passed through like any substance, let's say X-ray is passed through my hand, so the X-ray will be blocked by bones present in my hand. Okay, or and someone take image of this X-ray done on my palm, so he will be able to see the bones present in my hand, but he won't be able to see any mass present. Okay,
Sir,
so
I have a doubt. If the bones block the particles, then the the part where the bone is not there will be like there's nothing on that part. So how can we say the bones?
let's say
Except our bones, everything like the particles will cross, but the bones part will be left.
X-ray has high energy.
Sir,
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes,
sir, after you explain this, can you once explain the ray diagram in for laws of refraction? I have a
I will
question.
explain.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes,
After
sir.
this, I will explain. So if X-rays pass through the palm, pass through our hand, what it will do? These bones, which are bones, fingers will block X-rays. So these will appear if we take image of this X-ray. Okay, so these bonds will appear white. Let's say white. Okay, these bonds will appear on a sheet on which image is taken. Okay, and if there is no bond, then that part will appear as blank. So if you have a fracture, what will happen? That if you have a fracture and this finger is broken, okay, it is displaced from its position. So if we do X-ray, in X-ray we will be able to see that this finger is not straight, but it is away from its position. So we will be easily able to identify that this finger has a fracture. Okay, Manasvi, did you got it? Your question?
Yes, sir.
There is the eighth continent discovered. It is called Zealand. Okay, fine. So who asked me about discovery? That how discovery will lead to betterment of civilization. Did Vinisha ask me about discovery?
No, sir, I asked.
Okay, Manashwi, did you got it? How if we discover something, how it leads to the betterment of human
Yes, I was
civilization?
just asking for X-ray.
Sir,
Okay, yes,
sir, I have a doubt related to the vaccine, sir.
tell me, ask me.
How did the people in the 18, like before us, create vaccines for the better, for the people, like to heal them?
Mhm.
Sir, how did they create them? Like, how did they know that it would help them?
So can I, sir?
So yes, I got your question, Rohit. So, one girl was saying something. Yes.
No, sir, nothing.
Okay. So you are asking me that how they are able to create vaccines.
Yes,
Okay. So there are many ways, many methods in medical science. Medical science, what they do, they take some sample, like sample of a virus, and they do some experiment on this. So there are many type of material present with the help of which they see behavior of this virus. Okay, and the medical science is that much advanced that they are able to see that how our RBCs, okay, RBCs or WBCs, which are present in our blood, how they are able to function, how WBCs are how WBC can fight any virus present in our blood. So similarly, they do some experiments on this virus and they see behavior of this virus. So if in any experiment they encounter that this virus is like annihilated by some other object, okay, so due to which this virus they get to know that with the help of this some particular substance we can stop this virus from spreading, or we can uh, completely destroy this virus. So there are many methods in
So, but
medical science.
vaccine is given before the virus enters our body, right?
Yes, vaccine are given before virus, so we have immunity in our body. Okay, do you know what is immunity of our body?
sir,
Yes, so
isn't
the
it,
ability our body has to fight against the germ.
Yes, so
sir,
it is.
sir, aren't we protected because of the white blood cells? Like, don't they act as the soldiers of the body?
Yes, they act as a soldier of body.
So
Okay,
vaccine is a weaker form of the disease.
yes, so let's say there is COVID which is active. Okay, and there is COVID which is the this we call it as pathogen, active, and there is dead. Dead means that it is not it won't be able to do any harm if we inject it in blood. Okay, and there is active COVID. Okay, so have you heard about chickenpox?
Yes, sir.
So what happened in chickenpox, that at your age children develop this chickenpox, that is first time happened in the body. So when chickenpox you encounter with chickenpox, so the white blood cells or the blood the yes white blood cells, they develop some kind of immunity to this chickenpox. So when you have suffer from chickenpox, this white blood cell, they fight with the virus which is present due to chickenpox. So as they fight, they produce some kind of immunity. Okay. So due to this immunity, if you have an chickenpox second time, let's say after 2 months, you again suffered from chickenpox. So as the white blood cell has developed an immunity or some kind of anti-protective stuff. So as after 2 months, if you again suffer from chickenpox, that there is already present and immunity already present some stuff which was created by this white blood cell, which will fight this chickenpox and cure you immediately. Okay. So it is said that this kind of chickenpox and stuff, these happen only once or twice. It won't happen more than that because the blood has developed some kind of immunity. Same is the case of COVID. So vaccines are prepared. These vaccine contain some immune stuff which is injected in your blood. So as this immunity, this immune stuff is goes to your blood, so it act as a resistance. It acts as a resistant. Okay. So if you encounter, if you get this COVID virus from your surrounding, so what this blood will do, this blood will fight with this virus, and it will not be able, would not allow this COVID virus to spread across your whole body. Okay. So this is how vaccines work. This vaccine contains some anti-resistance or anti-COVID cells. So these cells, when they go in blood, they fight this virus, and it would not allow this virus to spread in our body. Fine. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. I think it's time. It is 7:59. Okay. We will continue this discussion next class. So what we had to discuss. So from next class, we will try that we stick to the syllabus, and you have any extra doubt, you ask in at the end of class or starting of class. Okay. So others also don't get bored. Others which other students who are there, did you get bored, or is this fine if I discuss some small extra things?
Nothing is boring in science, sir.
What is boring?
Nothing is boring in science.
That's very great. I used to think that science as a whole is boring. That's great if you think that science is not boring. Okay. At your level, at your level, we only looked at the time, that at what time this class will
That's
be
why I
over, so
don't
that
care about the time, sir. I just read.
but that's great. What about others? Do you feel that science is boring?
Science is not, but social is a bit.
So science is only good when we listen to it, not study.
What?
Yes, not study. Great.
No, I like to study and listen.
Yes, that's very good, Sriram. Others? Yes, Rohit. Do you think that it is boring?
No, sir.
No, Harshit,
Sir, I'm just
Jitender.
trying to get better marks this term.
No.
So that I do good in science again.
That's very good. So we will practice more and more questions so that you
Sir,
score
me
good.
and my two other friends are the top in science, sir, in the class.
That's very good.
Sir, my exam is on 9th October.
9th October on which topic?
Sir, we have 9 chapters, 8 to 9 chapters.
8 to 9 chapter. Okay. From
So
science?
from science only 8 to 9 chapters. For physics, we have force and pressure, sound and friction.
Okay.
I did
So
not have
if
sound, sir. I already wrote the exam though.
So we have like 3 teachers for each thing.
okay, so Manasvi, if you feel any problem in any of these chapter from science, you can ask me. Okay, if even if
Yes.
I haven't seen those topics, I will I will read those topics and I will clear all your doubts. So you can personally approach me, and so that I will like clear any of your doubts if you have any, and we can even take some class also. You all of you guys, if you have any exams or anything, you can tell me. We will take some extra class and we will discuss all those doubts so that you perform good in your exams. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Don't worry, we will do practice. We will do a lot of practice so you don't feel any uh, problem
Okay, sir.
sitting in the exam hall. Okay. Fine. So we discussed about this. We were discussing about this, how there is change in color, so we will discuss this in next class. So we will see the color
Okay, sir.
of sun in the dawn and dusk, or it is dusk or dawn.
So dawn means morning and dusk means
Yes,
dawn means
dawn means
sunrise and I think dusk means sunrise.
yes, yes,
Okay, sir.
dawn means sunrise, dusk means sunset. So we will discuss this in next class, and after this we will come to our topic, and most probably we will do there is
So,
topics like
how does the sun appear yellow?
how does it appear yellow, but it
So
is not
because of the
actually yellow.
splitting of lights?
It is not actually yellow, it is white.
No, so when we
Okay.
see from here, how does it appear yellow or orange?
Actually, sir, it depends on the eye capacity which holds the color. Actually, it is white color, but our eye sees it orange because it cannot like
Sir,
take in the light form. Like
Okay, good,
exactly.
Sriram. Good. We will,
sir,
Manasvi, we
but
will discuss this in next class. Yes.
sir, isn't the sun of a ball of fire? So in the space, it's orange in color, right?
In space also it is white in color.
So,
For
but in
for a,
every
Why
picture
does it
and all,
appear
it's shown
orange?
orange.
Don't worry, you keep your questions for next class, and in next class we will discuss. Okay. And
Okay.
I need to go because it's past 8 p.m. Fine.
okay,
You
sir.
all keep your doubts, and we will discuss in within 10 minutes in the start of our class. We will discuss all your doubts. Then we will cover the syllabus part of chapter light. Okay. And in during last 10 minutes, which will be 7:40 to 7:50, we will again discuss your extra doubts. Fine. Is this fine?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
great. So this way we will be able to learn about our syllabus. So like some of you have your exams, so you will be able to perform well in your exams also, and your curiosity questions will also be answered. Fine. So let's meet in next class. Sunday you will have a basic test on what we have learned in light chapter. So read about it. Okay.
Okay,
Read
sir.
about, do practice questions from your NCRT exercises until the part
So,
we have.
do we have about so do we have about WebGR and that?
No, we won't have about WebJor. We won't have anything which we discussed in today's class. Okay, the all questions will be the
Everything basic in the
stuff
exam.
which we have learned, almost all basic. Okay, don't worry. Just
Okay.
read, practice what we have learned until now. Go through my notes, the class notes we have. I do upload these on this Wise app, and you will be able to score. Okay, just go through the basics which I have taught you until now. Fine. So let's meet in next class. Okay. Good night.
Okay, sir. Bye, sir. Good night, sir.